Assalamualaikum, Miss AQILAH.
Waalaikumsalam, sir. Have a seat. Okay, sir. What can I help you?
I want to open an investment, but what do you think investment that suits with me? But I want the Islamic version. I don't want the conventional one.
Okay, so I understand you are interested in exploring in Islamic investment. So it's great that you want to ensure your investment align with your faith and values. So Islamic investment follows specific ethical guidelines based on the principles of Sharia law. Do you have any specific goals for your investment, such as having for retirement or funding a business venture?
I'm primarily interested in long-term growth, but I want to make sure that my investments are halal and compliant with Islamic principles. I don't know much about the types of investments that are permissible under Sharia.
Oh, absolutely. That's an important consideration. So in Islamic finance, there are a few core principles that guide investment. Okay, for the first one is avoiding interest, which is riba. So investment must not involve earning or paying interest. This is one of the most fundamental prohibitions in Islamic finance. There are many investment options that comply with this principle. For example, you can invest in sukuk, which is Islamic bonds, and then Sharia compliant stock, and also Islamic mutual funds, which is ETF. So does this overview help you clarify things so far?
Yes, it helps a lot, but how can I know if a stock is Sharia compliant? Are there specific criteria on this that I should be looking at?
Great question. To determine whether a stock is Sharia compliant, you need to consider a few key factors. The first one is business activity. So the company should not be involved in any prohibited activities, like I said just now, such as alcohol, gambling, tobacco, or financial services that involve interest. Okay, for the second one is financial ratios. The company debt and financial ratios must align with Sharia guidelines. For example, companies with excessive debt or interest-bearing assets are not considered compliant. So, to make this process easier, Sir AMIRRUDDIN can search many organizations and financial institutions provide Sharia compliant stock screens, or such as Dow Jones Islamic Market Index or FTSE Sharia Global Equity Index.
I see. So are there any specific Sharia compliant investment vehicles like mutual funds or ETFs that I could consider? I like the idea of a diversified portfolio.
Yes, absolutely. There are several options for building a diversified halal portfolio. So I give one example for Mr. AMIRRUDDIN. So the first one is sukuk, which is Islamic bonds. Instead of traditional bonds that pay interest, sukuk represents ownership in an asset or a business venture. So investor receive a share of the profits generated from that asset, rather than earning interest. So basically, that is a general investment instrument. So after that, I will explain more general that investment instrument that suits you.
I feel much more confident about exploring Islamic investments. Thank you for your guidance.
Type of investment that's suitable to Mr. AMIRRUDDIN is from Islamic capital market is sukuk instrument. Islamic derivative market is options, and the last one is the Islamic money market is money market fund. First one is sukuk because of the compliance with the Sharia principle. Sukuk operates in accordance with the Islamic finance principle, which prohibited interest, riba, and investment in business involving prohibited activities like gambling or alcohol. If Mr. AMIRRUDDIN values ethical or faith-based investing, sukuk can provide a valuable option. Okay, the second one is the option, which is leverage for higher returns. Options allow investors to control a large amount of an asset with a relatively small investment. If Mr. AMIRRUDDIN is looking for potentially higher return with limited initial capital, options can provide the opportunity. And for the last one is the money market fund, which is low risk. Money market funds invest in short-term, high-quality debt instruments like treasury bills, commercial papers, and certificate of deposit. They are relatively low risk, making them suitable for individuals seeking capital preservation.
In conclusions, the most suitable products for Mr. AMIRRUDDIN would be a Maybank Money Market iFund. The product is chosen because it provides a low-risk investment. As for Mr. AMIRRUDDIN company, it is quite an established one, but not big enough to go for a high-risk investment. Involved in a low-risk investment can guarantee profitability a little bit more than high-risk. Moreover, Mr. AMIRRUDDIN company is aiming to increase its profit for 2025, so it's quite dangerous to go for a high-risk and might get a loss instead. Apart from that, of course, it is Sharia compliant and safe from prohibited elements and riba, gharar, and maisir. We, as a Muslim, must earn from a halal earning source. Even though we gain high profit but comes from haram source, then it is better to just stay being a poor, but guarantee a halal earnings. To tie up this report, please bear in mind to always earn from halal source and cleanse our wealth in order to be profitable in the hereafter and not just in the bottled world.
In conclusion, the choices between Islamic capital market and Islamic money market depend on your goal as a client. If you are seeking a long-term growth and can take moderate risk, Islamic capital market is a better choice for you. But if you are seeking a short-term stability and low risk, Islamic money market is a better